big and bad, why don't you pick on somebody your own side?
I'll kick your ass too.
You and what army?
His army. Disciple!
Say it loud and clear!
Hold on, man. I don't know if I want to shake your hand yet, man. Hold on. Hey, listen. I spotted you out in the crowd. I asked you if you fuck with Donald Trump. You said you don't know. So since you don't know, I need you to make up your mind tonight. I need you to say your name. I want you to state your name because I know your mama, your daddy, your grandmama, your grandfather is watching. I want you to state your name and yell out, fuck Donald Trump. No, you won't. Get his ass out of here. Get him out the stage. Fuck up out of here. He a Donald Trump supporter. Get his ass out of here.
What's up, people? You're listening to Chad, and today I'm going to talk about the rapper YG, somebody who I have long forgotten about, kicking a fan off stage for refusing to say fuck Trump at a Mala Luna music festival in Texas. As you can see in the video, you can hear the boos coming from the audience as this young man is leaving the stage. But my question is, are they booing this young man off the stage for his refusal? Or are they booing YG, who probably doesn't even know that Texas is a red state? And because Texas is a red state, I'm sure that there were plenty of Trump supporters in their audience. But they chose not to be open about it, and that's because people know now to keep their political beliefs to themselves. The times we're living in have made it that you can't have right-leaning political views, which can bring you violence. Because we have people out here who cannot comprehend others having a non-utopian worldview other than their own. Therefore, they need to label you a racist, a sexist, a homophobe, or a coon. And some will go as far as insulting you for daring to disagree with them. Okay, let me give y'all a brief background about myself as it pertains to this video. You see, years ago when I worked at a restaurant, me being a naive, wet behind the ears teenager, was pulled to the side and told that we do not talk about politics here. Now, I forgot what it was I was talking about, but anyway, I was told that we don't talk about politics in this restaurant. And of course, the patrons were white people, many of them were affluent. And for some reason, the black people usually scraggled in after the lunch rush. Anyway, it didn't make sense to me until I became an adult and learned that there are some topics that you just do not engage in with people you don't know or don't know like that. Simply because you don't know what views other people may hold that could lead to hostilities between the two of you. The end. Told you I'd be brief. But anyway, I think the biggest folly that people in general make is the assumption that other people share their views. And sometimes people can assume that others might hold views opposite of theirs based on their looks or who they are. Now, in my opinion, the big four topics that you should avoid engaging in with people you don't know or don't know like that are race, politics, religion, and sports. Yes, sports, because you have some diehard sports team fanatics out there, believe it or not. Which leads me to point out a racial but more of a cultural difference between black people and white people. I'm sure other races have their own thing and differences, but in my parts of the Deep South, it's predominantly black and white. See, it's like this. White people don't openly talk about politics with people they don't know. They'll talk about how much they and their wife or husband like to engage in threesomes, But politics, they choose to remain silent when it comes to strange people. Now they might run their mouth with you on sports if you're rooting for the same team. But if they don't know you like that, then you're not going to get much conversation out of them when it comes to politics. Then too, they won't dare to engage in racial topics with non-whites or whites they don't know, because they know that particular topic could be easily misconstrued and lead to them being labeled a racist. They might be open to talk to you about religion, and they will engage you in the defense of their religion or God. Black people, on the other hand, are very vocal about the big four topics, to the point that it's one of our follies. We're very open about our political views, even the ones who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And that's because most of us have been brought up to be diehard Democrats till the day we die. And we're going to talk about racism when we see it and when it's so blatant, so there's no getting around it. Whether it be in the past, in the present, or in the future, we're going to keep talking about it until we're satisfied that we've been heard. Next, black people are also very vocal about some Jesus. And they don't play when it comes to some Jesus, because they love the Lord. And I know this because it's not every other day some old person tries to preach to me or invite me to their church. And lastly, sports. Now y'all know that's another topic we love to talk about, especially at work, in the break room, in the locker room, and at the barbershop. And that's the only topic you can disagree with black people on, provided you're willing to put your money where your mouth is. The point I'm trying to make here, people, is that sometimes it's best to keep your views to yourself. What you think or feel about something, somewhere, and someone can have repercussions if you openly express them with people you don't know like that. Because today, everyone wants to politicize their platform instead of just making the money. They want to show that they're for social justice, they're pro-woman, pro-Black Lives Matter, pro-LGBTQYZ, and that they hate Trump. And usually these are celebrities whose careers are in the decline. I mean, these athletes and entertainers want to help change the world, but they don't want to put up their own money to make it happen. They're only virtue signaling for brownie points and a good standing in Hollywood. As for YG, there may be repercussions for his humiliating this young fan. Since he made it known that he's a Trump hater, he might end up with some of his shows canceled. Although it looks like those who hate Trump outnumber his supporters. But let's not forget that not everyone is vocal about where they stand politically. Again, you're listening to Chad. Leave a comment, like, share to help this channel grow. And I'm signing off this bitch.